How you doing, everyone? Hope you're okay. I'm just having a bit of fun. This is I haven't put up a video for ages, and I'm not a YouTuber by any means, but I just thought excuse me, I've just finished work. I thought I'd just show some of my guitars. Well, all my guitars. Not that I have that many, but just the guitars I have, and kind of like I'm not a very good guitarist at all, but I kind of think that life's about passion, right? And yeah, I played guitar back in my 20s, and I've picked it up probably in the last 6 7 months. So I'm not completely a beginner, but at the same time, I'm probably, I don't know, I guess I'll describe myself as a bit more intermediate at the moment, but still having fun doing it. So I just thought I'd show you my guitars and my setup and stuff like that for any musos, someone interested in it. So I'll start with my first guitar I ever got back in my 20s. So this is my Squire. So it's a Fender Squire. So most of the guitars, apart from one, is pretty much, I guess you would say, like entry level guitars. But yeah, this is my first one I ever got. Haven't changed a thing with them. In fact, I haven't. Excuse me, I haven't changed a thing with any of them. So yeah, but this is actually my favorite too. Not just because it was my first one, but it actually has the best tone, I think, out of all of them. Depending on what you're playing, but if I'm playing clean stuff and I guess like gospel or stuff, like I sort of gravitate towards this guitar the most. Yeah, it's 1997 cream built. Yeah, Fender Squire, 3 pickups, just single coils. It's got 2 tones and a volume. It's weird. The buttons are a little bit loose, but they still kind of stay on there. They haven't sort of fallen off or anything like that. I'll probably take it to a music store later and just get it looked at, but see, they're not going to fall off in a hurry. So yeah, yeah, really really nice guitar. So your standard sort of Strat, your pickup switch, 1 2 3 4. So it's a 5-way pickup switch. But yeah, I actually, interestingly, for those in the know, I kind of seem to gravitate towards sort of these 2 pickups the most when I'm playing. I have used these 2 and the top one as well, but I don't know. I just like the tone that I'm getting out of these 2, so they're the ones I use when I'm using this guitar. But yeah, this has been with me, like I said, in my 20s, and I love this guitar. Definitely my favorite. So the next guitar I'll show you. Let me put this one back. Is this is an Ibanez Geo. So again, like I said, most of these are what they call entry level guitars, but I really love this one too. So it's got like a humbucker at the bridge, single coil, humbucker at the neck as well. Really versatile guitar. So like you can probably see by my shirt, I like to play all sorts of music, but like if I'm playing heavier stuff, well, not even heavier stuff like rock, I really like this guitar. Like if I'm going to practice a bit of both, like clean stuff, which I do a lot of, and also if I'm going to go into heavier stuff, I'll quite often pick this guitar and not have to change it out like I do with the Squire. If I'm doing a Squire, I'll change to one of these other 3 guitars. But yeah, this one, it's a Ibanez Geo. So what is it? GRX 70QA, I think it's called. It's a mouthful, isn't it? But yeah, again, it's a bit like the Strat with a 5-way pickup switch. Your tone and your volume controls. They've all got tremolos. Well, the 3 of them have. This one and the Squire, and also another Jackson I got, but I'll be honest, I don't really use these tremolos on these guitars too much at all. Maybe a little bit, but because there's no locking nut, or they're not double locked down, they'll typically can go out of tune if you really go too hard with it. So I kind of don't really use them at all. But yeah, so funny thing, I actually got this strap separately with the guitar, but it just seems to match it. So I got on eBay, and this is actually a cheap strap, but I kind of like the lightning thing You can see the pattern there, like a blue and a black sort of pattern, like I don't know, like a tiger stripe, I suppose you could say, like a jungle looking thing. But yeah, nice guitar, nice guitar. Like I said, I can sort of get so many different tones out of it, so many sounds. It's like, yeah, good one. The next one is my, I'll show you, might as well just go in order. The latest one I've got. Oh, excuse me. This is my Jackson. It's a Soloist, an SL1X. So it's kind of not entry level guitar. By no means sort of the top of the range one either, but it's sort of in the mid range. I mean, I think it's worth about 1,300. I think this one, and yeah. So it's the only one I've got, but I do like it. So this has got the Floyd Rose system in it. So it's a locking nut, and you can see there, like, you got the lock nuts on the neck as well up the top there. So when you do actually bend it, it you know, unless you go stupidly hard on it, even then, it rarely, if ever, will get out of tune because it's all locked down. So yeah, the Floyd Rose. So if I'm playing metal, especially if I'm playing a lot of metal stuff, I'll gravitate towards this guitar all the time. Because yeah, it's just, well, it's Jackson. Jackson guitars are predominantly built for that sort of sound. So that sort of playing. But at the same time, like, so it's got the humbucker there, like a Duncan, what they call Duncan design humbuckers. So it's kind of in the middle between your really cheap entry level pickups, and this isn't entry level. This is probably a couple of steps up from that. But yeah, they did. So you got a single coil here and a humbucker and two single coils here. So like even this one, a bit like my Ibanez, I suppose. Like if I'm playing like metal and stuff, like I'll generally, like with the switch here, I'll generally go towards sort of that, you know, I'll be playing like on this, like on that bridge there, on the bridge pickup. But then if I want to go clean, and this actually, believe it or not, actually has really nice clean tone. I could probably take this, like if I was playing in church or something, I could probably take this guitar and not look out of place with it. But yeah, it's really nice guitar. So this is my most recent one. Volume and tone. I like to keep things pretty simple with guitar stuff. But yeah, this is yeah, and I love the color on this, like what they call taxi cab yellow. And again, a bit like my Ibanez, like I got this belt like cheap online, like please sign, do not cross. It actually just matches the guitar. That's really why I got it. But I really, yeah. So this is yeah, my first of my two Jacksons I've got. So I'll show you my last one. Give me a sec. I try not to bang these around because, you know, especially this one. This one as well, which I would say the best looking guitar. And I love this one as well. I say that, but I love all of them. But this is a Jackson, a Dinky JS22. So it's, believe it or not, it's actually, they consider this an entry level guitar, but for entry level, gee, it plays so nice too. I love the wood, the natural wood look. I think they're called oil finished or something. And this one is pretty much a rock metal type guitar, but like any guitar, they're versatile. If you know, if you want to play around, you can get good tone out of this one too. Because so you've got like just two humbucker pickups here, the Jackson brand ones. Volume and a tone. Again, you got a three-way pickup switch on this as well. And what the pickup switches is like, for those not in the know, like you can switch between which pickups you're using. So for example, this one I could use, like if I've got the switch down here, I'm just playing on this one, right? But you go in the middle, you're playing on both of them. And if I go up the top, I'm playing just on a neck one. So the neck one has more of a, like with all of them, they have like more of a, I guess more of a, how could I describe, like a higher tone. I won't say tinnier, but it can be a bit like that. So this is more of like, and when you see like most, if you're playing metal and stuff or just rock, most people gravitate towards their bridge pickup. Sorry, yeah, their bridge pickup, what am I saying? Their bridge pickup, because it's just got a deeper tone in it. The neck is a bit like my other Jackson, pretty much the same. Like the neck is super thin, so you can kind of get around like the fretboard really easy on it. It's got a really nice finish too. It's it's not like a glossy finish, more like a natural finish. So it actually feels really nice, like when you're playing. It's actually, to be honest, I like this finish better than my yellow Jackson I just showed you. So yeah, this is my JS22. I use all of them. I bust them out. I sort of rotate them a bit, but yeah, this is a nice one too. And it doesn't have. It's just got a tremolo. Like, doesn't have the Floyd on it, but that's great because if I'm doing a lot of down picking and stuff, and I really don't have a need to use it. If I'm playing rhythm guitar and I don't need my tremolo, I really like this one as well, because it's actually easier to lean your hand on than the Floyd, to be honest with you, at times. So yeah, my Jackson, my other one, my JS22, love this guitar. Put it down nicely. Yeah, cool. And I'll just finish off by showing you, taking my beautiful face off the camera now. I'm just going to show you my I guess my amps and stuff, like what I'll play through. So I got a Boss Katana. It's a Gen 3. So basically they're all the settings like there on them. This thing is a Boss. So Boss make a lot of like effects pedals and stuff. So a lot of that effects is actually built into this amp. So literally, you really don't need any pedals, like I'll explain here. Honestly, you can actually just get away very easily with just using a chord plug straight into the amp, and you're going to get pretty much any tone you want. It's really versatile. So, and like I've got a switchboard here. This thing has the Katana's got like 8 channels that you can save presets. So like my first 2 channels here are my cleaner tones. I don't like my dirtier tones, like rock, metal, whatever you want to call them. They're kind of on these ones. So it's really good because you could be playing and then you can just switch between them. A bit like a normal pedal system. And like there's 8 settings. So literally you can press this button, hold it down, and it'll give you the next 4 patches. And then you can choose, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever. Yeah, it's really cool. So again, you got your different effects here. And these are all the built-in effects in Boss that this thing actually can control as well. So if you're not looking, I guess, if you're looking to start out but you want something kind of reasonable, I do like these Boss Katanas because it gives you so many cool tones, and it doesn't matter what you like to play, you're going to find a tone in there that you like. But I'm a bit of a pedal nerd, I have to confess. So I'll just show you some of my pedals. So this one, arguably probably the most important one that everyone should have of some description, is a tuner. Like I've got a chromatic tuner there. So basically, when it's plugged in, I'll show you. What's going on here? Yeah. So yeah. So your tuner, you just plug this straight into your guitar, and it's really accurate as well. So it actually helps you tune with a little light up the front. You can have different settings and stuff, and kind of looks very flashy, but yeah, it's a tuner. What more can I say? But yeah, every guitar player, electric guitar player, needs a tuner of some description. So I've got that pedal. This is one I only got the other day. It's called a Crayon, which is, pedals have weird names, some of them, hey, but this is like an overdrive pedal, so puts a bit more bite into it. And I was playing around with this yesterday, and I actually mixed it in with a crunch channel on my